Alright, let's dive into a story that's been buzzing in the football world lately. And trust me, it's a fascinating one. Imagine going from being a relatively unknown goalkeeper to having a sea slug named after you. Yes, you heard that right. This is the story of Vozinha, Cape Verde's hero, and his incredible journey to Colo Colorado. But here's the kicker. It's not just about his move. It's about what it represents and the broader implications for players like him. First off, what makes this really interesting is the sheer scale of Vozinha's rise. Personally, I think his story is a testament to how one moment can change everything. I mean, going from 50,000 Instagram followers to nearly 30 million? That's not just a spike. It's a cultural phenomenon. What many people don't realize is that this kind of fame isn't just about numbers. It's about the impact it has on a player's career and their perception of themselves. Vozinha didn't just become a cult hero. He became a symbol of what's possible for players from smaller leagues. Now, let's talk about his move to Colo Colorado. On the surface, it's a big deal because Colo Colo is a giant in Chilean football. But if you take a step back and think about it, this move is about more than just joining a successful club. It's about validation. Vozinha has always believed he was a big club player, even when he was playing in Moldova or Cyprus. And here's where it gets really intriguing. His journey challenges the narrative that players from smaller leagues can't make it to the top. In my opinion, this move is a statement not just for him but for every player who's ever been overlooked because of where they play. One thing that immediately stands out is his mindset. Vozinha didn't just stumble into this opportunity. He actively prioritized it. He received multiple offers, but Colo Colo was always the priority. What this really suggests is that players like him have a clear vision of where they want to go, even when the path isn't straightforward. It raises a deeper question. How many other players out there are waiting for their moment, believing in themselves even when the world doesn't? A detail I find fascinating is the Chile FA granting him an exemption to keep his shirt name as Vozinha. It's a small thing, but it speaks volumes about how the football world is adapting to global stars. Personally, I think this is a sign of the times. Football is becoming more inclusive, more global, and more willing to celebrate individuality. It's not just about the name on the back of the shirt. It's about the story behind it. If you think about it, Vozinha's journey is also a reflection of how the World Cup can change lives. The World Cup wasn't just the best thing that happened to him. It was a launching pad. But here's the thing. He didn't just ride the wave of fame. He used it to propel himself to where he always believed he belonged. From my perspective, this is what makes his story so compelling. It's not just about success. It's about self-belief and perseverance. So what does this all mean for the bigger picture? Well, Vozinha's move to Colo Colo isn't just a transfer. It's a cultural moment. It challenges the hierarchy of football, proving that talent and determination can transcend league sizes and geographical boundaries. What this really suggests is that the football world is becoming more fluid, more open to stories like his. And honestly, that's something I find incredibly exciting. As we wrap this up, I can't help but think about the broader implications. Vozinha's story isn't just about him. It's about every underdog, every player who's ever been told they're not good enough. It's a reminder that sometimes, all it takes is one moment, one opportunity to change everything. So, here's my closing thought. If Vozinha can go from Moldova to Colo Colo, who's to say where the next underdog will end up? The football world is watching, and personally, I can't wait to see what happens next.